right? So I think a lot of sailors can benefit from getting a little more exposure to that world and see has to go up there and get their quals while the chief is like, I need you to be down here being Divo too. Like, no, bro. I was always like, go get your quals. Go get your
It's a whole
quals.
nother
I know
world.
it ain't a whole different world, right? I mean, I remember on board GW, I would get all my leaders together and I said, look, all roads lead to me.
Yes.
So all y'all, I don't care what you think you want, you need. You call me, I'll get you the manpower.
Right.
Because I can't have y'all power struggling over who gonna get what done. Because they all got responsibility. They all have different roles, right?
Not much so a challenge, but all roads lead to me. So it was a conversation of, if you got questions, concerns, I'm here. I don't want you out here on the ship and the khakis just talking to you crazy. If they need to talk to you because you feel like you're speaking for me, they need to come talk to me.
The duty fight, the IET musters. IET musters and Set Zebra. Those were the two biggest headaches for, I think, everybody, And my fire marshal, there was a period of time that my fire marshal would be at every duty muster and to make sure the IET was solid. And they would not let the off-going section go until the IET was good. So when you're on board that ship 4 years, right? Sounds like 3.5 years. That's a long ride. And how many years did you have in the Navy at that point?
I was at my 21, maybe 22 year in the mark in the Navy. This is what we're doing. I said, okay, I go. But when I got to the Essex, I was the maintenance manager when it came to doing the maintenance manager business, because all we do is maintenance. The chain was okay, but in that position, you work for the admin side because you have to report to the XO.
And I hate that damn 3M program, but all those jobs, managing all the money, managing who's going to get what, kicking back what jobs ain't written properly. There's got to be a check on it, even though the Chang usually is also the maintenance officer.
That was 2 years because I got there in 19. There's an interesting thing about that because I left on deployment for Essex August 12, 2021.
There's a lot of people that struggle in that job. And if they don't have a strong DC chief back, like presence, like people helping support them, they're going to be set up for failure because that you understand what it's like to be a fire marshal. You understand what it's like to manage all the IETs, training, all that. Oh, yeah. I was driving the air pack, working over there with them guys, putting together the airport train manual, all that other stuff.
But I'm the N72. So in the SORM, or the responsibility of things, we take care of land, TAC, Pacific Northwest, which is Japan. So I take care of the maintenance phase, basic phase, then turn them over to the ISIC and the CSG.
And do you still get the float training group people to come be like your little eyes and ears and do all that? But you're like the TLO, if you will.
They bring the DC teams over and it's history. So now they're trying to switch it over to the nipper instead of sipper. I recently we just updated the DC PQS because even though it was a naval message, there was one DC messenger, and I'm trying to hold together, that tried to speak for every other DC Master Chief in the Navy. And I was like, okay, I'll wait. Sure enough, I reached out to everybody, SurfPack, LCS, Phil, all of them. And we retracted that PQS, gave our input, and now we reach all platforms, all training, all sailors.